And then we got it. Okay, so now we have moments. So then we're going to make this a little bigger. And then we will go live on Facebook. I hate being early.
I know, I was really early.
I hate being late.
I hate being late, I hate being early.
Oh, but I don't mind. I'd rather be
rather
early
be
and late,
early
but
than
I don't
late.
want to start it at
No, you're
12:57.
fine.
You know what I
let's take
mean?
our time. No, I was super early. We went to breakfast and we didn't know how late we'd be.
No, it's quite all right. I like arrived at my mom's house half an hour early yesterday. But luckily they were done with lunch early. So it worked out
Worked out
fine. She could leave on her errand early. I could get home a half hour early.
Can you help her with Dad? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's hard.
Yeah, it is.
That's
So we
hard.
went and sat out in the courtyard. Whoops.
You're pulling a Sandra.
Listen to the birds, listen to the, did all kinds of, yeah, and then it took him 20 minutes to get from his wheelchair back to his normal chair. And he was so
Mommy.
worn out. So worn out. So
That's hard.
it really is.
We're helping my daughter-in-law's grandpa pass this week, and then her little daughter couldn't go to daycare, so I'm
Yeah.
last 3 days I was there, and when I come down here, I'm going over there, and she has a wedding to go to and the funeral tomorrow. So we're like,
So much.
just so much, but just lean on me. I will be there.
Right. So basically, you can talk about or ignore whatever you want to ignore, but we're going to ask you
ask me
your
questions and I will
inspiration and how you
answer
came,
questions.
where you came up with the design or how your creative process happens, so that way, so taking it out and putting it on the box, on the mannequin to
Yes.
explain how
Yes.
it works
There's
and
a few things
everything.
that there are
Okay.
moving, not too much.
Right,
Too
but
much on screen.
but to make it to make it a true Sandra,
It-
yeah,
I'm really happy with it. It's a couple parts are like clunky. You'll see what I'm talking about. But there are enough that it's okay.
There's
okay.
nothing wrong.
Bless
Will
you.
shut the door.
Yes. I always call you yes, sir. You're not a sir. I tease my husband with that. Yes, sir.
Well, my husband was in the military too,
You can
so
tell he was, can't you?
my husband's in the military too. All right, so live on Facebook. I don't want to. I don't want to go on my Facebook page.
We don't.
Okay, Team Toho Live, Sandra Rothers. Oh my gosh, we're so excited.
Excited.
Excited. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Bobby Bead. I've got Sandra Rothers here with me today. We are live in Bobby Bead's wholesale room. If you've never been to Bobby Bead, we are in Uptown Minneapolis, right on Hennepin Avenue. And we are open now 7 days a week for the summer until Labor Day from 11 to 6 p.m., 7 days a week. So one wonderful reason to come into Bobby Bead, besides the amazing different supply of beads you can add to your stash, is we have a Toho Challenge gallery of featured designer pieces. So back in the wholesale room, you can see all these wonderful works of art and a whole lot of inspiration. And we're adding more and more every single day. We are so excited. And so today we have, like I said, Sandra Rothers here with me, and she is going to be unveiling this amazing booty box of goodness. You never know what's going to be in this box, woman of God. And so our Toho challenge theme was called Nothing Gold Can Stay, based on the Robert Frost poem. And so how are you inspired by the poem, Sandra?
This poem has always been very important to me. We learned it in high school, and it brought those themes of the universal truth that we don't last.
Yeah.
And also in high school, we saw The Outsiders.
No, I
And
don't.
we heard Stay Gold, which is the theme of my project, Stay Gold. So even though we know these truths, that spring doesn't last, that we don't last, so nothing wonderful lasts, we stay gold inside. And that's the theme of my project, to stay gold, even though we know.
No matter what.
No matter what.
I love it. Well,
Okay.
why don't you come over here and we will open this wonderful box of goodies. Oh,
Are we ready?
we are ready.
Anything that Louis has to be good.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Packaging. Ever so much packaging.
Yeah.
Woo. Woo.
Amazing.
Oh, give me paper.
Oh.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Wow.
Put this down here so you can see.
Sweet.
There's the front.
This piece
Is the front and the back.
it sure does. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Let's get this out of the way.
Absolutely. Hold on.
Thank you. We're going to show
There it is. Adjust the camera. Wow. Oh my god.
See all the fringe.
So amazing. Let's just zoom in
You can zoom in,
here.
and you can see how the trees are three-dimensional. And I wanted to represent how they're going into your soul, that the truth is inside of you, that you stay gold. The trees represent the knowledge of life, those trees. And then, how the water flows. It doesn't stay, it just flows. The sun is setting.
So is this loom work? Is
So this is
peyote?
peyote work.
Okay.
Now the back.
Oh,
Cover.
here's- oh my gosh.
Here's the whole
Wow.
poem in beads. This is all loom work on the back.
man.
So we have nature's first green is gold. Her hardest hue to hold. Her early leaf is a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf. So Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down to day. Nothing gold can stay.
That is just incredible. And
I wanted to be able to wear the poem and to tell that story.
right. And so how difficult is it to loom words into a pattern?
It's not as difficult as you would think, as long as you try to keep the tension straight. On a side note, I would have much preferred to do it in delicas, but I did these in 11s for the economy.
Right. Well, because also there's only so many, there's a little bit of an ICO shortage at the moment. And the good news on the horizon is that yes, the manufacture of the ICO cylinder beads are being resumed as we speak. And so they will be all restocked on the market very, very, very soon. And so this is just so amazing
So
how.
we have a side tie, like
Yes,
a little
just
bolo, and it just slides up.
how this amazing design works.
So
Wow.
I think anyone could wear this. So it's adjustable. We
It's
have
kind of like a lederhosen top.
or wearable sandwich board, I like to call it. Really cool. On the shoulders, I'm exploring the themes of having good and evil on our shoulders, that choice of good and evil.
Right.
So we have like a spring motif and some St. Petersburg leaf that I learned how to make this time. And here we have our little a little serpent.
I
And you can pose him a little bit. He's just gonna whisper some temptations and you can say, no, thank you today.
love it. Oh my gosh.
This shoulder shows the fall leaves. Spring's going into fall. And we have the promise of spring. And we have our 3 passion flowers with our, Trinity. That is important to many religions. Going in the back, it's going on to continuing down. We have that same theme. Now, another fun thing about this project is it lights up.
Oh my gosh.
So here we go.
It does. Do any of your pieces not have a movable or interactive?
Or I like it to light up. I want that fun surprise of movement or light. So this one folds down on the top. A little Velcro. We have a little flap here that's hiding our battery up pack, which has a little bit of elastic so you can easily take it out to change the battery. I'm just going to turn that on. And here we have our illuminated trees and our truth of staying gold. It's a fun piece. You can wear it to Burning Man. You could wear it to the opera. You could wear it grocery shopping and let everyone read your poem. Very light. It's not too heavy. Go back and turn this off. There we go.
How hard is it to incorporate lighting elements or movement elements into a design?
That takes a lot of forethought. In the future, I want to be able to experiment with some of the more projects where you're taking little elements and putting them. I'm taking a pre-packaged lighting strand. And this one that I have actually stapled the little lighted strand onto a foam base, which made it a little bit easier to control. So it's not too hard if you use a little forethought. If you're thinking about how am I going to light this and where am I going to hide the battery pack? So those are the 2 things I always start with. And also, how am I going to support the weight? So if I'm going to have a lot of weight, you can feel it. This isn't very heavy.
Okay.
It's a lot of beads.
Just a couple pounds, 4 or 5
but
pounds.
you feel how light it is. Very wearable.
Oh, wow. Yeah. And then it's on like a leather backing.
So yeah, so it's a low light, ultra suede that I cut, all hand sewn. Not able, my machine was not able to take it. So all this was hand sewn.
And so you loomed the pieces first.
I loomed the back piece first. Then I did the peyote stitch off loom work. So these 3 pieces are all peyote. So then I sewed those on to different backings so they could do like a pop-up book type of effect.
Right. Okay.
We did that, then adding fringe afterwards, adding this piece on. And then just having it fold down.
I love that the Velcro just connects it so nice and simple as well.
I didn't want it too hard. I wanted it as easy to operate as possible.
Right.
As straightforward. And I keep working with that. That's something I work with each thing.
And I love how you made this neat little, it's almost like a little frog kind of
Or a
thing.
bowler slide. You can even just wear that
Right.
as a little necklace.
My gosh, it totally, with the ultra suede in the back there, and it's definitely a bolo side.
And it stays up nicely. The little fringe are fun at the end, the little tassels. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it really does. What was how did you feel about the color palette? I know the theme is.
I really love the color palette, and as you can tell how I was inspired by Art Nouveau and just beautiful models. And I was thinking, what would they wear? And I kind of came up with this type of feeling. And the color palette just really spoke to me of those beautiful flowing Art Nouveau. And I kind of just went from there. I tried to take my cue from that with the lines on the back of the poem, have that lovely Art Nouveau flowage. And I went from there. I think that a model from those art pieces would definitely feel comfortable wearing this piece.
Absolutely. Well, you know, overalls are back in fashion.
Overalls are
And
back
I
in
know
fashion.
you've always loved them just as
have.
much as I have. You know, and this gives you that nice, you know, put it over a tank.
Put it over
with
a tank with
you
jeans
know.
and thigh-high boots. You can wear it with
Exactly,
sneakers.
you
But
know.
again, over this lovely dress with the,
I
just
was, yes,
yeah.
absolutely. And
it look perfect. It's comfortable.
wow. And then so the snake is also, this is made out of the Toho Icos,
This is
isn't
made out
it?
of the icos, and also
Okay, just
even smaller than the
see
icos are the
This cute
little
little
15.
snake. Okay.
So
Oh,
and
the little rattle tail.
little
Yeah.
rattle tail, and I had a little tongue.
Oh my
And
gosh.
then to make the snake, you put the wire in. You
Okay.
can also wear snake as a ring.
Oh, okay. So that he comes out, he
He could. This
unveils.
one doesn't come out, but he could be. But this one's sewn on.
Nice.
He stays there.
He's absolutely adorable
him.
with his little gold eyes and everything. Oh my gosh. And then over here, is this where you've incorporated the new Toho Recycle rebeads?
I did use those on. I wanted to really make a statement. So all of them are onto the autumn leaves, and also on the edges are the levens. I thought they looked like the honeydew flowers, with the little drops of honeydew on them, columbines.
Yeah.
The colors I wanted to really showcase, so I put them on veins and into the autumn
I
leaves.
just love how they worked out.
It's so beautiful and glow and sparkle, really offsetting all the other colors.
Yeah, it
They're
was
really a fun bead.
I was amazed at how they were glowing
They
as
just- they
well.
really-
I've
they
been working
glow.
with them a lot.
They're
I'm
very
kind of
beautiful.
addicted to the new rebeads.
Yes.
They're just, and they're made from recycled sake glass bottles. So the brown glass is the one that's in the Toho challenge.
This sleeve has quite a bit of them. So we'll turn it around and let's focus on the sleeve.
Oh,
where
yeah, right
we
there.
have several. So all of the leaves are a little bit different. I wanted to showcase how all the leaves are a little different. But the autumn leaves, I really wanted to showcase those recycled beads. They're
Well,
so
and I love
beautiful.
You intermix the recycled glass with that marble, that
Yeah.
1209, which is like that green with the gold reddish
They're
marble.
really fun. It really highlights the green of the recycled glass, which is also golden. That
does.
first leaf is gold, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
That really sparked my imagination with the recycled beads, is the first beads of gold.
Gosh.
Yeah.
They are, you know, we really
And these
have it
really
there.
look like thorns, and just really
Oh, there's the little mini daggers, right?
the little mini
okay.
daggers look like thorns.
I love it.
So I always like to try to learn new techniques. The vine is a new technique I've learned, the 3 bead vine,
Mhm.
and also herringbone stitch with the snake and the flowers were a stitch I did not know how to make.
Really?
Yeah,
Because
so
you've made so
made so many things,
amazing
but I've never
things.
really
I mean,
learned.
I don't know if you can see here, right in the back
Yeah, the
corner, the
herring.
amazing snowbird
My
in
snowbird.
the back of the Bobby Bead shop. This is her from the State Fair.
It's from the State Fair, yes, and
2020 State Fair?
yes, all beads, even the back, everything in it is beads and thread. There's no
And
backing material. It's all beads.
I mean, it's amazing. And so when you heard of the challenge and you heard of the theme, so then how did then, like, do you start with a design? Do you sketch it out? What's the process of?
It depends on each project has been different for me. So this project, I really wanted to do, I really wanted to do this project because of the poem. My first idea was to, I'll turn this around. I really wanted to make the poem in the beadwork. I wanted to really do that. And then came the idea of, gosh, how can I put stay gold on there? And it just kind of was a process, seeing the colors. I always need to see the colors. So the colors speak to me. So when I get a package, I open the package and I'm like, how do these colors speak to me? What does this remind me of? How does this make me feel? And we go from there. The last colors, I had no idea what I wanted to do for Down in the New Day, but I saw the colors and like, oh, it reminded me of the beautiful sky and an experience that happened to me. So I made this beautiful Thunderbird after an experience. And before the colors spoke to me. This one, it was the theme spoke to me.
Oh.
It just depends on what will tickle my imagination. What will tickle it? But usually it's looking at the beads and feeling them and the color, and growing organically. But again, sometimes it's actually it was the poem how I wanted to do it.
I completely understand. This poem has touched my heart all these years, and it's not just because we're doing it for Johnny.
No, I know, but I think it's a universal poem that all humans,
It
all
honestly
humans can
is.
identify with.
And the fact that those golden moments in life, we really remember them forever. They may only last just fleetingly, but you know,
those beautiful
over
moments.
and over, you keep telling the stories again and reliving it each time.
Yes.
So I love when you know, spend 3 months in capture. Oh my gosh.
But I had a very grand vision, and I was so excited to, for the most part, it is exactly how it was in my head. It really is. So I was very pleased with how it turned out.
It's just absolutely gorgeous. And
people enjoy my story I'm trying to tell about what I got out of the poem.
And they're going to, and we're going to show off your piece here at Bobby Bead in the gallery back in the wholesale room. So come see it here. It'll be here through July. And then all of the Toho Challenge pieces are going on a field trip. We are actually going to go to Bead Fest in Pennsylvania, in Lancaster, which is the last weekend of July, first weekend in August, right there, the 3rd, 4th, 5th of August. So we are so excited. We will be at Makers Fest, and we're having our Team Toho booth that we're sharing with Maggie T Designs. And we are going to bring all the Toho challenges. We are getting the challenge designs shipped from Germany here, from England, from Japan. So we will have as many different designs as we can, hopefully 30. And they will all be at the Bead Fest show in Lancaster. And then after that, we'll be taking them to the Twin City Bead Bazaar. And that's the last weekend in October. And that happens in Minneapolis, Minnesota here, actually St. Louis Park. But here in the cities, and that's the last weekend in October. And then after that, they're going to Japan. And so they'll be in the gallery in Tokyo. And then hopefully we can all work this out right. After Japan, they'll have a whirlwind tour and head over to Germany for the spring show in Germany.
I hope so.
And so we are really trying to feature all of our designers from all over the world and try to touch everybody so much with how much just a little bit of beading can really connect us all together, can bring so much happiness and joy to so many people. And, you know, having a little bit of a theme and a palette worked out for you takes some of the stress out of designing.
It's so nice.
Yeah, you know, just pick up the color list. And so you can find the color list and on our Bobby Bead websites, either the retail or the wholesale websites. Just go to the very first item. It's Toho Challenge 2023. Many other websites as well have all the challenge colors put together. You can also go to the pin post on Team Toho Facebook page, which has the list of the colors of everything. And you can go through your stash, get the colors, and get some more added to it. You can use any size or shape Toho bead in the colors on the list. So if you want 15s, 11s, 8s, 6s, anything you want to use in those colors, you can use. And then in the check beads on the list, there's 7 different colors, and you can use any size or shape, whether it's fire polished, the multiple hole checked beads, anything you want in those colors. You can only use one focal item of your choice, just one. Otherwise, everything else has to be in the color palette. So we are just hoping that you too will be inspired to take the challenge on your own and then send us photos when you're done. And we'll post those photos on Facebook in the mini challenge album. And that's one way of how we choose who becomes a feature designer in our next years. She took the challenge all on her own. And
Here I
we were
am.
so inspired. So that's how we invite people the next year. So we really want to inspire you to just have fun with beads and just relax, enjoy, and share it with your friends. And so we want to help you do that sharing part for you. So take the Toho challenge if you can. And if you don't like this year's palette and you like last year or the year before,
They're still out there.
this is the 10th year. We've been doing this since 2013. So there's a lot of palettes. One of my customers this morning was doing one from the 2013 palette because Melissa Gurkowski Shippey was our feature designer that year.
Oh, she's amazing.
And she actually wrote a tutorial from her challenge piece in the challenge colors.
Wow.
From her piece. She was so inspired. And that pattern is still circulating today, 10 years later. And the colors are still relevant.
They are.
And the patterns are still relevant. So many people take this challenge for a lot of different reasons. And you know, you just might find your next new favorite color scheme. You never know.
It's a lot of fun to take the challenge. I would definitely have everyone try it. It
And
helps you grow as an artist.
I was gonna say advice for them of what to do or not to do.
Just have fun with it. Don't stress out too much. Feel free to explore. Let your imagination go wild. Go online and pick out some of those Starman different shapes. Explore and play. Don't be afraid to mix up bead embroidery with off-loom beading. Don't be afraid to try something new and learn a new stitch. You know, just experiment and have fun. There's no rules.
I love it.
There's no
I love
rules.
it. I
Just
love
have
it.
fun.
That's so
Yeah.
great. Thank you so much for all the wonderful advice. Thanks for coming down to our Bobby Bead studio.
Thank you for having me.
We are really excited for you all to come down. Like I said again, Bobby Bead is now open 7 days a week, 11 to 6 every day through Memorial
Fun.
Day or Labor Day, excuse me. And so we're very excited and we hope you spend your summer beading with us too.
Yes.
We love Toho beads.
We love Toho beads. For sure.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Have a great day.